Right now, the global energy market is being squeezed, and it's being squeezed hard. I mean, you've been watching it just as I have, but the Strait of Hormuz right now being closed, I mean, that's like 20% of global oil. And it's not like it's like they're closed, like, you know, why doesn't America just go on and blow up the ships? It's not really even about that. I mean, if you have the threat alone of these shipping containers being blown up, I mean, they're not going to be traveling through. They're not going to be getting insured, right? So it's like, essentially, Iran doesn't even need to have the power to actually enforce it. It's just one ship out of 20 gets blown up. I mean, it's just wild. So it's being absolutely squeezed. And I'm talking, there's a lot of things. It's not just oil that comes out of the Strait of Hormuz. I mean, you got all sorts of things coming out of there that is global, for global needs. And I mean, Goldman Sachs is saying that we could see $100 a barrel of oil this week. I mean, I'm seeing it. This isn't just something in the by and by. I mean, we're experiencing it in the pumps too. I just drove across the mountains from Alberta, Canada, all the way to British Columbia, to the West Coast, to get to the ocean, right? So everywhere I went, in Canada, we already pay extreme amount for gas. So just regular gas, I think it was like $1.10 when I started, a liter. Okay, so for your Americans, multiply that by 4. That's what you have by a gallon, roughly, right? So it's already kind of high, 4.40-ish, or just below. But as I kept driving, it was like, okay, now it's $1.51. Now it's $1.65. Now every time I went to a new gas station, it was going up. So now I think it's like $1. Oh, what can I see? $1.85. I mean, and that can go up tomorrow. And it's not just that, oh, gas prices go up. I mean, guys, everything that gets shipped uses gasoline, uses oil, right? So, I mean, the price of everything is going up. So the world right now is in a crazy time of uncertainty. It's more uncertain right now than it was even during, you know, the sea dump phase. Believe it or not, the war, and on top of that, the oil supplies are being depleted dramatically right now. I mean, the supply chains are getting jacked. They're getting jacked up, and I mean, you got Dubai right now has seen about a 15% drawdown in their real estate. Why does that really matter? Why do we care about Dubai? Well, it's just that Dubai is a central hub for investors. It's a central hub for where money is flowing. And right now, with oil spiking, uncertainty looming, it's a time where a lot of investors, you know, they go from the risk on to risk off assets, but now it's like they're looking for alternatives to start earning better prices, right? So historically, that's just when crypto usually takes off. Not financial advice, but I mean, it seems like a perfect time where liquidity is going to start transitioning back into these assets, right? And XRP is at the center of it. I mean, you got a lot of these institutions that are looking, and governments even, just looking to say like, hey, well, what can we do here? Where can we move money faster? Where can we hedge against inflation? You know, where can liquidity flow efficiently, right? And that's where, you know, that's where assets like XRP, you know, starts to enter into the conversation a bit, right? And I mean, I just want to be on the winning side of these things. And I know that you do too. And I think that we are, but it's just, this is a time to be paying attention. This is a time to be watching out for what's happening. I mean, it's not to be, you know, we're not supposed to be scared about all these things. I mean, these are things that are happening, I believe, that have been, you know, orchestrated. Who knows what goes on behind these closed doors in these meetings? You know, is it a wild stretch to believe that all of these things that are happening just as they're being told? to us. I mean, governments haven't been batting 1,000 ever, right? They tend to have multiple agendas at play. And I think there's some more agendas that are at play right now. And I think it has a lot to do with where they're bringing this financial system. You know, there's a switch happening, and, you know, there's a few things that need to be in place before they can roll out the whole new financial system. I mean, we're seeing the Clarity Act. I mean, it's being delayed. That thing was supposed to be, you know, basically approved and a bill made right after the Genius Act, right? So it's like, why all these things? Yeah, we want to have a good bill, sure, but it's like, you know, it has to, certain things have to come into place, right? And we're watching some of those things happen right now. So once everything falls into place, we're gonna find out. It's kind of sink or swim time, what really goes on with these assets. But I have a hunch. Now let's be clear. I mean, this isn't a guarantee that XRP is gonna absolutely moonshot tomorrow, but when we start seeing macro setups like these are the exact kind of trigger points that trigger major moves, right? And we've seen it before. So when liquidity starts to shift globally, which it is right now, and we're seeing that, crypto often acts really fast, right? So, and it's usually always faster than traditional markets, right? Once it moves, it's a volatile space, right? The volatility will come down over time as these things are more widely adopted. But right now, we're seeing a shift happening, and we're experiencing it in different ways. But it's now, guys. It's now, and I don't want to miss the boat, and I don't want you to miss the boat either. So if you found any value here, give me a like, give me a subscribe. I'd love to have you with me, and we're gonna be in the winner circle together. All right. So be blessed, and I'll catch you in the next one.